Hey, so today I'm going to take apart this M2X. This is pretty old at this point. This is probably 3 or 4 years old. And just so you know, it is broken. I'm not just doing this to a new one that's working. I just thought it would be kind of interesting to see what's inside. As you can see here, they've glued it shut. I hope that comes up a little clear. There's a zipper that goes around the whole thing. I thought, wow, that's kind of dumb that they don't let you take it apart, or at least see what's inside in some capacity. So I don't know what I'm going to do here, and I think I'm going to leave this pretty unedited, just because I'm sure there's going to be parts of this video that some people might find more interesting than others. So I've just got these big like metal shears that I'm going to use. I'm going to try these pliers. I'm going to really yank on this zipper. So it does move. I don't know if you call it that, if my hand's blocking it. But it's got a little bit of play. See that? But that glue is doing its job. So I'm going to try and get this in and around. There we go. Oh, I got it. Now the zipper's just coming undone. Okay, there's another zipper on this side. I'm just going to cut through this as well. If you want, you can... Oh, that was crunchy. You hear that? Feel free to use the jump forward buttons on this one, because I know that some of this is going to be kind of boring to some. I can see what's in it. I just need to be able to show it. Come on. It's funny, I kind of feel like I need normal scissors right now. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. What do you mean? Okay, there's kind of a backup fabric under that. I'm going to try and go up on the side that I started at. Yeah, these are not great for cutting fabric. But that's not why I grabbed them. I grabbed them to cut through metal, plastic, that kind of thing. I had it going there at the beginning, but now it's like fighting back. Well, let's see what we've got here for a sec. So if I flip this around, maybe get rid of my phone, you can see that there's basically like a big kind of plastic shell. And this is actually pretty heavy. Try and move this all forward a bit for you. So you can see here, this is the module. It's got like a pig's tail curl. There's a loop here where they've got a zip tie and like tied it together. You got some 3M tape. You got some plugs. Ah, this must be the battery. Yeah, you can see that. So this is the battery here. I unplugged it. I don't really want to mess with this. I'm stupid, but I'm not that dumb. Let's see if we can get this out. I could probably do it if I cut a hole in it. Says made in China, manufacturing date 2017. I hope that is sharp enough and high enough resolution that you can read that. That's kind of interesting. And then I guess this might be like data. So this is the actual component. This is decently heavy. It's got some heft to it. Lots of foam. And then you can see the transducers underneath. I've got something on them. 2016, November 25th, 2016. On both of those. They're very heavy. They're very heavy. So this slotted in that. So this is the part that's touching your back. And then this is the only piece of padding that's in between your back and the transducer. Interesting. So, more tape. And these are wired together. There's some shrink wrap on those. These are very heavy. They're obviously the magnets. This is actually like a spongy material here. This is like soft. It's not the hard plastic on the outside. Yeah, I don't think these are meant to come off. They're very on there, like it's one solid unit. Let's just have a quick look through on here. So there's nothing in the side pelts, like attachment part, but that's not surprising. There's the battery pack, so I guess this sat in between the two transducers there. This is remarkably simple. This is much more simple than I would have guessed. There's no wires anywhere else. This is just kind of a hollow shell now, with some bits of shards of metal from my clippers. Okay, well, I could actually take this apart. I might go grab a screwdriver in a sec and try that. And then I'm not really sure what to do about this, because I don't see a way to get in. They don't twist. So what if I go off-road and cut? Might be able to yank it off if I really try. Nah, I can't. These are really on there. This is tricky. There's some kind of glue holding them in. I'm sorry you can't see, but I need to be able to get a certain angle on it. Yeah, this is tricky. So there's it's attached by some kind of glue, some silicone glue. I don't know if you can see that, if I can pull it apart far enough. I don't know if that's clear. It's definitely attached with some kind of adhesive, which is sort of interesting. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that off. That's really on there. This is really quite heavy too. Well, let me go grab a screwdriver and I'll take apart the Bluetooth module. I don't know if you'll find anything interesting in there, but you don't know unless you don't. You don't know unless you try. There we go. Alright, this should be pretty quick. I've already done 2 of them. This is very easily accessible, so if they had designed this thing to be repairable, then this probably would have been the easiest thing to do. Okay, it looks like we do need to actually take this clip off here. Oh. That's 4 wires. This thing is connected with 4 wires. So that's probably power, 2 power, 2 data, 3 power, 2 data. This comes off as well. Interesting. Got the rotary knob on here. Okay. Well, I don't see anything on here that says that they designed this. There's no like made by Subpac in California or anything. Maybe on the other side, but I don't think I care enough to look at the other side. Well, there's 3 screws. Let's do it. Let's have a look. Again, I'm very, very surprised how simple this is. Oh, nothing on the back. Just some tape. Thought there might be something more interesting back there, but this is not very interesting to me. You got LEDs. You got... I don't know what this is. This is probably the Bluetooth, if I had to guess. Oh, so there is actually a Subpac thing here. So at least maybe part of it is designed by them, which is interesting. And then you got the power on this side. All right. Well, that didn't take too long. Kind of interesting. A little interesting. Not that interesting. You kind of could have replaced this battery, honestly. Because this is just like a pack. Let me see if I can try and get it out again. I'm going to need to cut it. It just looks like you could throw any equivalent size battery pack, like voltage-wise, right? So that's the battery. 12.6 volts, 2500 milliamp, 27 watt hours, 10.8 volts. Yeah. So that's sad, because if you're, got bad battery power or something, you could have fixed it. It's also sewn in and padded, which I find interesting. That's it. Kinda interesting. I wish I could have gotten these out. These are really, really in there, but that makes sense because this is where the power actually comes from. It's really quite heavy. This is like the same weight as the rest of the components, which is kind of interesting. It's also kind of flexible. So yeah, these are definitely made by them now that I'm looking closer, because you can see a little handprint logo on here that's covered up by a sticker for some reason. Yeah, alright. Well, interesting. I hope you found this interesting. You really can't repair it, because it was one of these things that was rattling, and you cannot take those out. You cannot take those apart. Those are really, really on there and really one piece. So yeah, interesting. All right, thanks. That's it.